Scope in solar cells in India. The country's module manufacturing capacity has increased to nearly 60 gigawatt by March 24 from 7 gigawatt in March 2020. At the same time, India's solar cell manufacturing capacity is set to touch 50 to 55 gigawatt by fiscal 27, which is up fivefold from 10 gigawatt at the end of fiscal 24. This increase is supported by the government's policy thrust to reduce imports of cells and modules, which is this statement is given as per CRISIL ratings. CRISIL further continues that the expansion is expected to entail a capital expenditure of 28 to 30,000 crore, likely to be funded through a 70-30 debt equity mix. That said, healthy balance sheets and robust cash accruals will support credit quality. To boost economic demand and cell making capacity, the government has mandated use of cells only from its approved list of cell manufacturers in open access and net metering projects, and also projects where it is either providing fund assistance or acting as a counterparty. Among the other measures, the PLI scheme or the Production Linked Incentive Scheme and domestic content requirement. These two schemes also will invigorate the local manufacturing. However, the country's dependence on imports of the cells may rise in the short term before there is an adequate domestic capacity built up. In a domestically manufactured cell, potentially 70 to 80% of the module cost can get captured within India, vis-a-vis only 40 to 50% without it. Plus, the proportion of domestic module capacity supported by domestic cell capacity is expected to increase to more than 50% from the current 15% in fiscal 24. Given the healthy demand outlook, the payback period for the capex is expected to be around 4 to 5 years. At the current price levels, the domestically manufactured cells are expected to be 80 to 90% pricier than imported cells. Now, this is because of the higher conversion cost of wafers to cells, given the lower economies of scale in India. There is a consistent demand and a huge TAM, which is huge target market for solar cells and modules ecosystem, but one needs to pay utmost attention to the changes in the government policies with respect to this industry. Continued policy support is important, and the policy support in form of tariff barriers is crucial to prop up demand for domestically manufactured cells and modules while remaining cautious of the changes in the US trade policies following the recent regime change and disruptions to wafer supplies. Currently, wafer supplies are largely imported from China and US. Hence, look at investing ideas in this sector for sure, but also keep a close eye on the narratives of the renewable energy industry and their policies.